Have you ever wondered how fragile life on Earth really is? Right now, without you noticing, you're spinning through space at over 1,600 kilometers per hour. That's faster than a commercial jet. But what if, right now, Earth just stopped? Not for a minute, not forever, just for 5 seconds. Could 5 seconds really change everything? You're about to find out, because this might just be the most terrifying what if you've never thought about. Let's start with a reality check. You don't feel it, but Earth's rotation is constant, violent, and unimaginably fast. At the equator, we're spinning at roughly 1,600 kilometers per hour. Near the poles, it's slower, but globally, we're in constant motion. It's this spin that gives us day and night. It stabilizes our climate. It holds together our atmosphere. And most importantly, it holds you in place. Think of it like being on a merry-go-round. As long as it's moving smoothly, you don't notice. But if it stopped instantly, your body would fly off at the speed it was moving. On Earth, that's airplane speed. Now multiply that by everything on the planet's surface. Buildings, oceans, trees, cars, animals, people. Everything not rooted to Earth would go airborne instantly. So, what does this look like? Picture this. The ground beneath you stops, but you don't. You're launched eastward at 1,600 kilometers per hour. Vehicles rip through the air. Buildings collapse sideways. Entire cities are torn apart as momentum sends debris flying for kilometers. The oceans, they don't just stay in place. Tsunami waves the size of skyscrapers would be pulled onto land. The atmosphere? It keeps moving even though the ground has stopped. That means supersonic winds rip across the planet, flattening forests, destroying coastlines, and creating shockwaves like nuclear blasts. In just those 5 seconds, Earth would experience more destruction than a world war, a mega earthquake, and a global hurricane combined. Now, 5 seconds pass. Earth starts spinning again. You might think everything returns to normal, but the damage is already done. Cities are flattened. Millions, maybe billions, are gone. Airports destroyed. Communication towers ripped apart. Entire coastlines reshaped. The atmosphere would be chaotic for days or weeks. Violent winds, floods, firestorms. The magnetic field likely disrupted temporarily, allowing dangerous solar radiation to strike the surface. Satellites would be thrown off orbit. GPS? Gone. Internet? Gone. Supply chains? Completely broken. Governments? In chaos. In just 5 seconds, modern civilization would collapse into something almost unrecognizable. But what if Earth didn't stop suddenly, but gradually? That might sound safer, but in many ways, it's worse. If Earth slowed over months or years, here's what would happen. The equator would lose its centrifugal force. Water, pulled by gravity, would migrate to the poles. Sea levels at the equator would drop, but at the poles? They'd rise by hundreds of meters. Countries like Canada, Russia, Greenland would be drowned under oceans. The equator would become dry, barren desert. Entire ecosystems would collapse. Weather patterns would vanish. No more trade winds. No more jet streams. Massive storms would form, unlike anything we've ever seen. Eventually, the planet would look nothing like it does now. Could humanity survive this? If Earth stopped for 5 seconds, some people in remote or sheltered areas might. Underground bunkers? Submarines? Possibly, but survival wouldn't mean victory. Farming would fail without stable climate systems. The world would plunge into darkness as infrastructures collapse. Heat would become deadly without atmospheric circulation. And food, fresh water, medicine, almost impossible to rebuild quickly. Governments would likely dissolve. The survivors would face a reality more primitive than any apocalypse movie you've seen, all because of 5 seconds. Luckily, this isn't something to lose sleep over. Physically, there's no known force in the universe that could just stop Earth's rotation instantly. It would require more energy than we can comprehend. Still, this thought experiment shows us how fragile everything really is. Our weather, our oceans, our societies, all balanced on one spinning rock, moving perfectly through space. Next time you look up at the sky or stand on the ground beneath your feet, remember, you're moving faster than a jet on a planet that can't afford to stop. If this blew your mind, hit like, subscribe, and tell me, what should I answer next? What if the moon vanished? What if gravity stopped working? What if we lived on Mars? Drop your what if in the comments below.